the stage next, give it up for Margo Prentice.
Hello, everybody. Wasn't that young man great? God, I think he's got a good future in stand-up. Good job, Ben. There are not enough television shows for people like me. I'm a senior. And I would like to see maybe Dancing with Walkers. Or Real Housewives of Dead Husbands. My favorite might be Senior Survivor. And that would be the senior that survives the BC care health system. I just got back from Florida, and I saw a lot of older people with extreme plastic surgery. I've never seen so many old Ken and Barbies. So I said, what on earth happens to these people when they die? And I was told they melt them down and recycle them into plastic bags. I am so glad I did not have my boobs enhanced with plastic, because I plan to be cremated. And you know what happens to people with those kind of breasts? They explode in the crematorium. Bang! And the only banging I want is in the here and now. I've been married 50 years. Thank you. But to 4 different men. My latest husband is real darling. He is deaf. He has no sense of smell. And I have a serious farting problem. Marriage in heaven. I have to look a senior moment here. Oh, there you go. Excuse me. I'm really into exercise, and I think everybody should continue. I did go to lawn bowling. Now that was so weird. Everybody's dressed in white, and it's a sea of green that you... And I thought maybe, well, God, I'd had a heart attack and gone to heaven. Then I realized maybe it was a flashback from all the acid I did in the 60s. Then I decided I'll try online yoga. Well, there was Trevor and Jeffrey, 2 gorgeous Australian guys with no shirt on and little short pants. And when they told me to stretch, I stretched. And when they told me to flex, I flexed. And I flexed. Oh! I was one happy old lady. I read in the newspaper, the Vancouver Sun, that the Vancouver City Council blew $1.4 million. And then on another page it said that the council was on an orgy of spending. Now, is this sex in the city, or is who is blowing who? Now, all this talk about gay people is great. We're all, quite aware. But when I was a little girl, we had some neighbors. They were Uncle Tom and Uncle George. Now, Uncle Tom used to work in the garden with a robe and fluffy slippers. I overheard my mother say that my Uncle Tom was a fairy. Oh, was I ever excited. I ran over and oh, Uncle Tom, you're a fairy. He looked at me and I said, do you have a magic wand? He says, it's a secret. I do. And it makes Uncle George really happy. There's another weird thing in the paper. They serve deep-fried tarantulas in some restaurants. I know, kind of weird. But there are people out there with the weirdest sex fetish. It's called formicophilia, which is they put bugs on their genitals before they have sex. So it's quite simple. They don't want sex, they say, just don't bug me. There's a nice laugher out there. The war of terrorism is terrible. I hope they never come here, because I, for one, could never wear a burqa. With my farting problem, I would fill up like a hot air balloon and float away. I have this wonderful hairdresser. She's older. She gives great discounts. Her name is Hildy. She had a special on 50 Shades of Grey. I'm gray. So I went there and she put a blindfold on me. She strapped me in the chair, and while she was doing my hair, she slapped me a little. When she took the blindfold off, I said to her, my hair looks awful and I feel so degraded. Then she beat the shit out of me. Okay, that's my time.